So here's the plan to fire Chuck Schumer as the minority leader. Indivisible.org has been sending out something this weekend for people to reach out to their senators. Everybody's been encouraged to reach their senator to say, hey, fire Chuck Schumer. The only people who might have a problem with that is that both senators, both Chuck and the lady senator, I forget her name, from New York, voted yes to the budget. In my case, I only got one senator to reach out to, Tammy Duckworth, because Dick Durbin was one of those 10 traitors who actually voted yes, which is like, crap. So basically, we're all dealing in, a similar boat, New York and Illinois, and anybody else who has, senators, one of those 10 senators that voted yes to. But in most cases, everybody, I think, only has one, at least one in their state. So get to your senator and ask them, hey, we'd like to replace Chuck Schumer as the minority leader. Listen, there were a bunch of votes. There were only 10 votes out of 45 Democratic votes. So we got 35 people, and all we need is, I think, 25 to the majority vote to have him removed. Now, who should we have in there as a minority leader? I personally think Tammy Duckworth would be an excellent choice. She's a decorated veteran. She lost both her legs in a Black Hawk trying to save troops and fly them to safety. And at the same time, she ended her career as a lieutenant colonel. And quite frankly, she's very clearly spoken about how she feels about Trump. Call him a draft dodger, yada, yada. I mean, she is really a tough one. And I think she'd be excellent for it. I mean, she's a woman, a minority, and an immigrant. She was born in Thailand, but her dad was a Marine, and they moved to Honolulu, and she grew up in Honolulu, and then later on went into the Army and so on. I mean, she's just really an interesting individual, and I think she'd be a great person. I'm sure there are other great people, but we got to get Chucky baby out of here. We got to get him out. There has to be a vote. He has to be gone. I mean, I wanted Hakeem Jeffries gone because he's the wrong type of leadership. He's not a bad guy. He's the wrong type of leadership. But at least Brother Man was able to hold the line. I mean, you only had one breakaway in the House of Representatives, and they wouldn't have won that anyway because they were outnumbered by the GOP. But in this case, the Senate had a chance to put them over the barrel and hold them hostage for Elon Musk, for all of the shutdowns. They had some leverage on them, and they still didn't do it. It's bad when Donald Trump is saying, good for you, Schumer. Yeah, he did not read the room. I think he's basically gotten antiquated with his ideas, and he has to be out. Now, last note, people ask me, well, AOC, people are saying to her that she could run for primary. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody thinking about that. That's 4 years from now. We got to figure out what we got to do now. AOC is a House of Representatives. So is Crockett. Okay. So is Ayanna Presley. There's a whole bunch of people who are really great candidates. But that ain't happening right now. What we need is somebody who's in that position now. Somebody who already has some heart and at the same time has some authority and has some respect among their peers. And I think Tammy Duckworth would be excellent, But other than that, we need somebody other than Chuck. That's for sure. So that's what we're all about right now. It's all about getting Chuck out of there, and that's the plan. Reach out to your senators.